Hi, Team Synergy. Here we are today, June 3rd, going quickly over our shout outs. I kind of skipped through most of those to save us some time. Just shouted out to those of us that were on the call with Amy leading the team with 17 Success Club points. And I had just asked her what her secret was for being so on it this month. And she said,
being relentless in follow-ups, not taking crickets. I just follow up and make them say no. And if they still don't respond to me, then I just say, it seems like you're interested. Maybe now's not the right time. Don't worry, you haven't hurt my feelings. If you ever want to try this in the future, my door is always open. And that way I've kind of put the kibosh on it and I can move forward.
Very good. Very good tip. We've been taught that a lot of times, and as we forget that the fortune's in the follow-up, they say a lot of times. So just getting them to tell you, oh yeah, I really was interested, but now I don't have the money. Or I really was interested, but I'm too busy right now. Just let them tell you no, so you can have closure, just like Amy said. And then Diane also hit Success Club 10 with 12 points. So woohoo! Both of them earned their half part of their summit party ticket. And Amy, you're not going this year, but Diane is, right?
I am. I'm going.
What? I thought you weren't because of China.
You got it all wrong, lady.
I do. Yay! I'm just so, there's so many of us just throwing in who's coming, who's not coming. Oh, it's great. Awesome. Okay. So I went quickly into the promos for this month, and basically a 21-day fix, challenge pack, $140, English and Spanish, regular and extreme. And then also you can get it with a kickstart, which is adding for $40 more, making it $180, the 3-day refresh. 3-day refresh is normally $60, so it's another $20 off right there. All right, trainings really quickly that are coming up. We have Summit, July 16th through the 19th. I think, what did we say, Diane, the other day? We have, how many people coming? I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
9?
How many? 5 between me and Amy.
And then there's 3 or 4 of us. So I think it's 8 or 9. So yay, I think it's the biggest we've ever had. That one year we had, I think, 6 or 7. But that's great. So that's going on. Super Saturday, major event here in Indiana, July 25th. 2 huge people are going to be here. Tony Horton from P90X, who started basically the Beachbody craze, will be here. And more than likely, it's going to be Saturday night. And you're welcome to spend the night at my house. You guys make it a girls' weekend if you want. Come on down.
I'll be in New York.
Oh, whoa.
I have a Warrior Dash that day.
Oh, crazy. And then also the CEO of Beachbody will be there, Carl Deichler. So it's going to we'll probably have definitely over 1,000 people. I'm sure if Autumn brought in 800 and something, for sure. So that's July 25th. Put on your calendars. Be at one, whether you're local or not. Sparta has some Biz Up webinars. There's 2 more left this week. Tomorrow night, June 4th, 8 p.m. And then June 5th, 12 p.m. noon. If you don't have the link for those, I think I posted them on our team page. You can ask me again and I'll send it to you via email. Oh, I think I emailed them to you guys because it was like a long thing with different links. Team Sparta is also having their own sneak peek. So if our timing doesn't work and you have somebody even more interested sooner than later, that one is June 17th. And I think there's only just the one day. It didn't say on the flyer. It just says sneak peeks June 3rd and 17th. So I'm not sure if it's, I think it's just one day. Hours that we're holding Sneak Peek Team Synergy is June 22nd to the 26th. And again, the 4 of us will just divide it up one day each. Seems to be working fine. Then our next Coach Basics looks like starting July 6th. So hopefully we can really use this month to get people in front of the business opportunity and into the Coach Basics starting July 6th. It's summer, so people might have more time. Teachers are off work, get them started on the right foot. So July 6th is the next Coach Basics. Amy's running the one this month. How many people are in it, Amy?
Let me see.
A little or a lot? Like 10 of you?
I think like a handful, like 7 maybe.
Okay. So far, they being active for you?
They were the first day, and I only got one person responding yesterday.
Okay.
it says 11, but 3 of them are us.
Okay. Okay, well, that's great. Another thing is I'm going to revamp the Team Synergy Leaders page. I want that page to be like way more accountable, way more engaging, not just, and I don't want everybody in it that's in it right now who aren't working the business. So I was talking to Jeff yesterday. He called me back after Diane and I had a meeting, and he says it's time to, like, the ones that aren't ready, to take them out, put them out, start fresh, a call with those who really want to do something. He'll be on it with us. So to kind of come up with a new little, push or a little catchphrase for the next month or two up into Summit. So my thought was to call like the little calls that we're going to have, and maybe we'll have those more regularly than these team calls, but something like raise the ranks call. So I'm going to leave the Team Synergy Leaders page there. I'm just going to take people out. So people who are not wanting to really do it and it kind of bugs them and it's too much, fine, that's okay. You can just be in the regular Team Synergy page, and I'll use that page more for the regular daily accountability. So that's that.
You don't know when that call is going to be with Jeff, do you?
Not yet. I'm waiting to see. I sent a little thing out to those of you who are going to be into it and see who responded back with their goals, their whys, and if they really want to or not. So I got 3, and then me 4.
I'll send mine tomorrow, but okay. I'm going to be gone after Tuesday.
Yeah, so. I know you're going to be gone, and I kind of knew you'd be in it anyway, so I wasn't worried about you. All right, so that's promos. Oh, news. A couple things in the news you guys probably all have heard, but just in case you haven't, Autumn was on the call on Monday. I tried to get on, and it got all messed up, so I haven't had a chance yet to still listen, but I'm pretty sure it was about her new cookbook coming out that correlates with the fix called Fixate. It'll be out this summer, and probably we can get it at Summit, as well as 2 other products that are coming out at Summit that we already are aware of. The Size program by Shanti, the dance one, there's been a video that's been going on Facebook. I've shared that a couple times.
I believe it's on Beachbody On Demand, a sneak peek.
That's great. Very cool. And whenever I post something about that, like, oh, I can't wait to shake my booty in private with this thing, when everybody likes it, what I've been doing is writing their names on my phone. I have a little note size, and I write their names because they liked it. So I'm going to tell them when it comes out, hey, I know you said you liked when I posted that video. So I have a list going already. But there's another thing you can do. You can have them fill out the, email. What's it called, Diane? I always say it wrong. Where they put their email in. And it's
collector?
Yes, email collector. Yes. I forget how to do that, Diane. You're good at that.
In your Coach Online office, you can kind of search for it, and it's pretty much just a link, and you just have to, after the equal sign, put in your Coach ID number, and then share that, and that link kind of goes to a website, and there's a part on it where they can enter in their name and their email address so that they're informed when it is available.
How would you use that best? Because I don't want to put that on my wall. So like the people who liked my post about it, I have their names.
Yeah, I would probably send it to them.
To them privately. Hey, I saw you liked my picture. Just so you know when it comes out, fill out this. Yeah. So that's the thought. Do you have any other thoughts, Amy or Amanda or Liz?
I know Amy, Amanda, and I met today, and we talked about setting a date for when we want to start our size test group. People love the word test group. And what did we decide, Amy, the first week in August?
Well, we wanted to talk to Sandra and see if you wanted to do it with us.
Because I want to do that one.
Because I'm out of town the first 2 weeks in August, and Diane's out of town one of those weeks, and we were wondering if we could have her do the first week, you do the second week, me do the third week, or something.
Yep, I'm gone part of that time. I'm gone. I'm here the first 2 weeks. I'm gone the 3rd and the 4th, a chunk each time. So yes, I would love that. Liz, have you seen the little promos on that dance program? She's gone. I see her little sign is gone.
I'm here.
There you are. It was gone. It wasn't.
I had it muted.
Oh,
so
okay.
The girl in
Have you seen the size stuff?
Again, I'm sorry.
Have you seen Shanti's new program, The Size? What are your thoughts on it?
Yes. What are my thoughts on it?
Yeah, we're thinking of doing a group all together, maybe like a test group using that term come August.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay, so we'll keep you in the loop for all that. And
Okay.
the other thing that's coming out that we're going to talk about is the endurance products. The whole is that the endurance.
Performance line.
What's it called?
Performance line.
Performance line of products. So there's all that too. But today,
When does that come out?
what was that?
When does the performance come out?
Summit time frame.
Summit.
Yeah. I'm going to share my screen with you guys because I wanted to talk about this leadership ladder. I watched several videos today on it, and I had heard of it and I had seen some of the pictures on it, but I had never seen this part. And maybe you're better than I am, and maybe you have. So I'm going to try to share screen. Let's see how this works. Remember, Diane, we did this once. I hit share screen, right? And then I show you. Okay. Here we go. If I double click it, it should pop up. Tell me if you can see this. Do you see my,
This has started screen sharing, but nothing's showing up yet.
all right. Still nothing?
I just had whatever document it was, I had it on my desktop open.
Yeah, it's open. If it's just spinning right now, it stopped spinning. Can you see it now? It's just my Coach Online Office page.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah,
Yep.
now I see
Okay.
it.
I didn't really realize these 4 tabs were up here. Did you guys know about these 4 tabs?
I never saw the leadership one there.
There it is. So click on that. And it's how they're using this, or how they're telling us to use it, is for 2 different things. One, to like set goals and kind of see where you are and where you want to go in this business and what you need to achieve to hit the different rungs of this ladder that build your business. Or and 2, to use it kind of as a tool to work with your coaches to see how they're doing, to help them set goals, to kind of understand the process of building their business as well. So they show last month's stuff, this month's stuff, and then the benchmarks needed for the next rung. Unfortunately, like since this month just started, we're not going to have a lot of information here, but I'll quickly kind of go over it. Then I'll show you where the training is on it, and we can talk about parts of it together. There's a commission section, and then I didn't even realize if you hover over the question mark, it kind of explains for you what each section is. So this commission is the volume. No, not sorry. It's the amount of. It's not right. Oh, that is right. That's the amount of money that you made in a month. So last month, Success Club, highest paid rank, 1-star diamond. Points for Success Club, personal sponsored Points for Success Club, that is. So I had 5 personally sponsored coaches who got at least 1 Success Club point, 5. And then my volume of my week leg was 18,000 for the month. So that's kind of how you look at it. But I want, just so you know, so if you want to click on yours to see it, you can do that. I want you to go to the news and training. I'm going to click on the training. And the first thing that pops up is this basically leadership ladder, and there's a section called Getting Started that starts you off way at the beginning. So I think when I do my next Getting Started Right call, I'm going to show them this. I'm going to start them right here. I'm going to kind of walk them through this Getting Started part, talk to them about that, and assign them to do the coach part as like part of their homework. But if you scroll down, so this is how it kind of builds, and you kind of can tell by the colors, emerald and ruby, and then the diamonds, and then 2 to 4-star diamond, and then 5-star diamond, and then down the very bottom is a leadership ladder. So go down there, click on the learn more part. This is the one that you all have probably have seen. You seen this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I posted this video today. Did you guys all get to watch it right here in the middle with Michael Neiman? It was like 2 minutes long. He kind of gave a quick overview.
Yes.
So what it is broken down into the different categories of leadership. A business starter, someone who is just starting out in the business, their commissions would be about $100 a month. They would hit Success Club 5. Their highest paid rank would be a coach. And they're really not going to have any personally sponsored coaches that have 1 Success Club point because they're a business starter. They just started. They're not going to have any volume, and they're not going to have any personally sponsored team leaders. Now, someone who advances rank and goes to Emerald in order to be a team builder, they'd be making around $250 a month. they would be hitting Success Club 5. Their highest paid rank would be Emerald, and they would have 2 coaches who would at least have 1 Success Club point. And their week leg volume would have 200 team volume. And the reason they have this here is so that you can kind of look at it and analyze your numbers and say, wow, okay, even though I had this stuff, I have a 0 for personally sponsored coaches last month who hit Success Club. How can I fix that? How can I work on that? You know, what can I do to do that? So the example that I listened to in one of the calls today, the girl said she looked at it and she realized her week leg volume was super low. And she said, well, that's like your team, and what can you do about that? So she said what she has to do in order to make that get bigger is she has to focus on bringing more coaches into her organization and putting them on the weak side, because that's where she's missing, and that's what she can control. She can't control how many sales her coaches have, but she can control getting more coaches there to build that side. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So like kind of using this as your analysis, and like for me, I know I have been looking at it for a long time going, I really want to have 5 coaches getting Success Club points, 5, you know, and I would like 5 to hit 5, and that's still my big goal. Like I want 5 coaches on my team to hit Success Club 5. I usually have 2 to 3, a couple of months I think I might have had a 4, but I've never had 5 coaches hit 5 points. But this one's just saying 1 point. So just kind of something to think about. And as it grows, this one's a team leader, which are your diamonds and your 1 star. They're making around $1,000 a month. Everybody's doing Success Club 5. They're a diamond or plus. They have 4 personally sponsored coaches with Success Club point 1 or more, and their weekly is about $5,000 in team bonus. And as you can see, it keeps going up and up and up. And down at the bottom, you can click on more, learn more under wherever you are to kind of figure it out. So more of you, well, we'll just click on Emerald. Go down under Emerald and click on learn more. This part's super cool. I don't know if you're like me at all, but when something pops up like this, I'm like, oh, okay, do this. And I see these activities to tell you exactly what to do to build this ladder, to build rank, to build your team. They seem very easy. It's a very good checkoff list. There's some training right here in here. There's helpful activities. So you can go through this when you're getting started right interview. You can go through this when you talk to your coaches. You can assign this in your coach basics. You can assign this in your daily accountability. It works so well. But what I didn't see was, I didn't even see there was this category, this category, this category. It's all here, but there's more. Like there's so much more. So, okay, know this. I clicked on that this morning. Know these things about building a strong business. You need to know how to convert customers to coaches, blah, 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 blah. It's more information, step by step. So yes, it can be overwhelming, but look at it and pick one that you can focus on and perfect it and practice it, then come back to it. Okay, what else do I need to know? What else do I need to know? So I like this a lot. You need to know how to successfully onboard new coaches, get new coaches on board, how to do the getting started right interview. Social media, you need to know how to create content to attract followers and to expand onto other social media platforms. You need to know how to use a business activity tracker, the compensation plan, the team cycle bonus. So know this section. Then there was learn how with a little cap. The skills are all here for you, the description of the skills with all the trainings that go with it. So, I mean, we could go through one of these each day if we wanted to build our business, to help somebody in a group, to assign homework. You know, you could ask them, who knows how to do blah, blah, blah. You can ask, you know, that kind of thing and have everybody share or everybody report out on one of these trainings, especially if you had like an Emerald to Diamond group, which we're talking about starting, Amanda and I together with a couple people who are Emerald, trying to push them up to Diamond. We could have them each do one of these assignments and then report out, things like that. And then the benchmarks, the last one. It's that ladder broken down for you with the benchmarks, the same things you see on the front of your graph. So I really like this, and I was like so blinded by just the one that was showing do this that I never even saw the other ones there. And if you look over on the left, it's all kind of broken down there as well. To me, this is kind of like the creme de la creme of all of our business and how to grow it. So I'm going to try to figure out more ways that I can use this, especially talking to Jeff the other day. I told him I was going to talk about this with you guys today. He's like, that's perfect. That's exactly what the basis of our business is. Get them to understand it, get them to know where it is. And then after I hung up, I was like, all right, well, I know I've heard of it. I know it's somewhere. Let me see. And I spent some time today looking through it. I was like, wow, there's a lot of stuff here, a lot. So I wanted to open it up to you guys. Have you guys played around with this? Have you seen this before? Did you know parts of this, all of this? Amy, we'll start with you.
Who did you say?
Did you know about this? Did you see this? Did you know it was there on your front home
I think
screen?
she said Amy.
Okay, I was just clarifying who you were talking to.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
actually, I just had to getting started right face to face earlier this week, and we talked about her doing the start here and the coach to get started.
What do you think about under this news and training, that first, is that what you're talking about, that first
Yes.
coach part right there?
Yeah, where it says go and then
Yep.
it says coach. I told her to start looking at those two places.
Perfect. Yeah, I never had told anybody to go to these two, so I liked it.
Mhm.
How about you, Liz? Have you seen these two sections?
I have not. I have not looked
Okay.
at those.
So this is something that I'm going to work with you on to make sure that I'm checking in with you, that you've read them both and you've learned about it and you ask me questions, and I can check in with you on your understanding and your learning of these two things.
Okay.
How about you, Diane? Have you?
I think the first time I heard about it was right around the Success Club trip when we were in Cancun. And then I went back and I looked at it. So I've looked at all the kind of different levels and everything, but I totally forgot about that first get started. And I really want to go back and look at that to see what it entails for the new coaches. Because I feel like a lot of people come into this and they're very overwhelmed. Like when we used to send them to the Coach Training Academy, there was just 40-minute videos about this and that and the other thing. And it was too much. So I'm hoping that this is a little bit more condensed to the point.
It is. And like if I click on the learn more part, let's see if it pops up. Probably going to spin a little bit here. When I read it today, I was like, oh, it's so simple. Like it's just a little bit of stuff. It's not like wear and share and post this and do this and give a shout. It was so much simpler that it didn't frighten me as much. I thought this would be so good to show them. Let me click it, see if it works, if you can see it. I mean, look, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things, and it's basically the 3 vital behaviors. It's not too hard for a beginning coach. You see it? Can you guys see it?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
then the know this, and then learn. It's not as much. Look at 2 items for learn how. The know this is 4 things. It's very, very doable. So I liked it a lot. Amanda, have you delved into it? Have you looked at it?
I have looked at it, but not in this depth. So it was really nice. I appreciate that. I can go back and kind of compare where I'm at and where I need to go because I'm very
Exactly.
much working towards Diamond by the end of summer.
And I think this would be a really good tool as we start to use it, that we share with each other in our team leaders page what you did. Like I showed so-and-so this part. Oh my gosh, this video's in here. I never saw this video before, let's tell each other, even if it's a simple, quick sentence. Hey, just in case you guys didn't know, under the learn how in the Emerald to Ruby, there's this really cool video on, something. And just because there's so much that we kind of can get distracted. But if we're kind of sharing what things we've done that really are working or that brought a new insight to you or just an understanding, then let's definitely share that with each other to help each other even more. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about today with this. And I wanted to end it with an action step. What I want you to do is I want you to go back in and look under your leadership ladder and decide where you are on this ladder. You can kind of see it there. Reread that section in the training and the do this part. Which ones are you doing? Which one can you implement this week? Pick one to focus on. That's what she said. Pick one just to focus on. Where did I write that? I wrote that somewhere. And start with that. And maybe you can share that in our group when I ask about, did you find out where you are? I'm probably going to ask you to post where you are on the leadership ladder and what your goal is, and what one thing you're going to focus on. So like that lady said when I was listening to the training, and I'll probably post a couple other trainings that other coaches have done on it, that she noticed it was volume, but she can't control the volume, but what she can control were the coaches on that side to put more there to create that volume. So you have to work on what you can control. Make sense?
Yep.
So those are the action steps that I'm going to kind of quickly wrap up and kind of post and share with tonight in our team synergy page. And by the weekend, I'm going to kind of cut down the synergy leaders page to just those probably 7 is my guess, people that are maybe 10 of us.
Are you
that
going to
are
have
really-
any qualifying? Like, you want them to have at least one Success Club point from the previous month or any?
At this point, for my people, and that's why I'm going to talk to you guys. If you have 1 or 2 people you want to put in, you ask them to do something for you. Like for me, is I wanted them to tell me their why and their goal and get it to me by Friday that I knew they were in. So I got Christy, Jessica, and Susan already responded to me. So okay, they're in. And Liz said wahoo or thumbs up or something, and Renee did, but they haven't given me their stuff. So I'm waiting for yours, Liz.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So that way we can kind of really.
And that's under. I'm sorry. That's under the Team Synergy leader page, right?
Correct. And I sent you a private little message. Like a little group private message.
Okay.
So I'll remind you again before I cut people out. Did it sound harsh,
Okay.
Diane, when I sent it?
Yeah.
Or when I posted it?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. Just wanted
I
to-
got a little scared, but I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, well, and I remember Julie doing that to us. Like, well, if you're not in Success Club 5, you're out of the group. And once
But hey, it made me.
I lost it once, and
It made me try to think.
it wasn't Success Club. It was if you drop your rank for a week, you're out of the group until the next pay period. So I remember going, oh no, if I miss it right when I became Diamond, I got into that Diamond group, and if you drop it at all, you get kicked out. And I dropped it once, and I got kicked out immediately. And I remember going, oh. So the little bit of pressure does work for some, and keeps us accountable.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you have any more questions, let me know. It's about to cut out. I'm going to stop recording now, and then we can address more questions together later.
Great.